If you're anxious tonight, if your thoughts won't quiet down, if your body is tired but your mind keeps running, this moment is for you. Maybe the room is dark, but your thoughts feel loud. Maybe you replayed conversations from earlier today. Maybe you're worrying about tomorrow, something you can't control yet. Maybe your heart feels slightly heavy, and you don't even know why. Anxiety has a quiet way of showing up at night. During the day, there are distractions. Noise. Tasks. Messages. Movement. But at night, everything slows down. And when everything outside becomes still, everything inside can feel louder. Your breathing might feel shallow. Your chest might feel tight. Your mind might keep searching for problems to solve. But right now, before anything else, pause. You are here. You are breathing. You are safe in this moment. Nothing is attacking you. Nothing is demanding anything from you right now. There is no emergency. Anxiety often whispers that something is wrong, that something bad is coming, that you must stay alert. But tonight you don't have to stay alert. You don't have to carry the weight of tomorrow. You don't have to fix everything before you sleep. You don't have to understand every outcome. There is someone who carries what you cannot. Tonight, we are going to rest in two ancient promises. Two psalms that have comforted anxious hearts for thousands of years. Psalm 23. Psalm 91. Words spoken in wilderness seasons. Words whispered in danger. Words sung in exile. Words prayed by tired souls who needed protection and peace. These are not just poetic verses. They are shelter. They are green pastures in a restless mind. They are quiet waters when your thoughts feel stormy. They are a refuge when fear feels close. You don't need to perform. You don't need to impress God. You don't need to clean yourself up spiritually before listening. Just listen. Let the words carry you. If your mind drifts, that's okay. If you fall asleep halfway through, that's okay. If you only hear one sentence, and that's all you need, that's okay. Tonight is not about effort. It's about surrender. Imagine for a moment that your anxiety is like a heavy backpack you've been wearing all day. You forgot it was even there. But your shoulders are tired. Your neck aches. Your breathing feels slightly restricted. And now, slowly, gently, you are allowed to take it off. You don't throw it away. You don't solve everything inside it. You simply set it down. You let the ground hold it. Psalm 23 tells us about a shepherd, a guide, a protector, someone who leads instead of drives, someone who restores instead of pressures. Psalm 91 speaks of refuge, a covering, a shelter under wings, a fortress not built by human hands. Tonight, we are not going to analyze theology. We are going to rest. Anxiety says, "What if something goes wrong?" Faith whispers, "Even if it does, you will not be alone." Anxiety says, "You must prepare for every possibility." Faith says, "You are already held." Anxiety says, "Stay awake. Stay alert. Stay tense." But God says, "Lie down." There is something deeply powerful about lying down without fear. Sheep only lie down when they feel safe. They only rest when they trust their shepherd. And maybe tonight you haven't felt safe inside your own mind. Maybe your thoughts have felt like shadows. But Psalm 23 says even the valley of the shadow is not something to fear, because the shepherd walks there too. Notice that it doesn't say you won't walk through valleys. It says you won't walk alone. That changes everything. Anxiety isolates. It makes you feel like you are the only one struggling. But millions before you have whispered these same psalms in dark nights. And they found rest. Not because their problems disappeared instantly, but because their perspective shifted. Tonight, nothing has to change externally for you to rest internally. The bills may still exist. The conversations may still need to happen. The uncertainty may still be present. But right now, you are allowed to breathe. Take a slow breath in. Hold it gently. And release it slowly. There is no rush. You are not behind. You are not failing at life because you feel anxious. You are human. And even in your humanity, you are deeply loved. Let this be the moment where your striving softens. Let this be the moment where your shoulders drop. Let this be the moment where you allow God to be your shepherd instead of trying to shepherd yourself. You do not have to guard the night. You do not have to defend yourself from every imagined outcome. Psalm 91 will remind you that there is a refuge higher than your fear. Psalm 23 will remind you that there is provision deeper than your lack. And as we begin, you don't need to try to force peace. Peace is not forced. Peace is received. So receive it. Even if it feels small at first. Even if your mind resists for a moment. Stay with me. Let the ancient words wrap around your restless thoughts. Tonight is not about conquering anxiety. It is about resting in protection. It is about being led beside still waters. It is about dwelling in the shelter of the Most High. And as the world grows quiet outside your window, your soul is allowed to grow quiet too. You are not alone. You are not unprotected. You are not forgotten. Now, let us slow down together. Let us enter stillness. Before we begin the Psalms, let's allow your body to slow down. An anxious mind often lives inside a tense body. So instead of fighting your thoughts, we begin with something simpler. Breathing. Take a slow breath in through your nose. Not forced, just steady. Hold it softly for a moment. Now release it slowly. As if you are letting go of something heavy. Again. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Let your jaw unclench. Let your tongue rest gently. Let your shoulders sink a little deeper into wherever you are lying. There is nothing you need to solve in this moment. The night is not asking anything from you. Imagine the room growing softer. Not darker in a frightening way, but darker in a peaceful way. Like the sky just after sunset. When deep blue replaces bright light. Picture yourself standing in a wide, open field. The air is cool but gentle. The ground beneath you is steady. There is no noise except a quiet breeze moving through tall grass. You are not being chased. You are not late. You are not behind. You are simply there. In the distance, you notice a shepherd. Not rushing. Not shouting. Just present. There is something about calm presence that changes everything. Anxiety feels urgent. God feels steady. Anxiety pushes. God leads. You do not have to run ahead. You do not have to scan the horizon for danger. If there were danger, the shepherd would see it before you do. That is the beauty of being led. You do not carry the responsibility of knowing everything. You only follow. Let your breathing become natural now. If thoughts appear, do not fight them. Imagine them like small clouds drifting across the sky. You do not need to chase them away. You do not need to analyze them. They move on their own. Your job is simply to rest beneath them. Picture still water. Not rushing water. Not crashing waves. Still water, like a quiet lake at dusk. When the surface is calm, it reflects the sky perfectly. Your soul was designed for that kind of stillness. But anxiety stirs the water. It creates ripples. And when the water is disturbed, everything looks distorted. Psalm 23 speaks of still waters. Not because life has no storms, but because the shepherd knows where calm exists. Tonight you are being led toward calm. Let your breathing match that lake. Slow, steady, unforced. Notice how your body feels now compared to a few minutes ago. Even if the change is small, it matters. Peace does not always arrive loudly. Sometimes it arrives quietly, like a blanket being placed over you. You might still have concerns, but they do not feel as sharp. You might still have questions, but they do not feel as heavy. That is what happens when you shift from striving to surrender. You were never meant to carry the entire weight of your life alone. You were never meant to predict every outcome. You were never meant to control the future. Control feels safe for a moment, but it is exhausting. Trust feels risky at first, but it becomes restful. And tonight, we lean into trust. Imagine now that you are sitting beside that still water. The shepherd sits nearby. There is no pressure in his presence. He is not disappointed in you for feeling anxious. He is not frustrated that your mind wanders. He understands your frame. He knows you are human. And instead of demanding strength from you, he offers rest. The world often tells you to hustle harder, think smarter, prepare better. But Psalm 23 begins with something radical. The Lord is my shepherd. Not, I am my own protector. Not, I must defend myself. Not, I must figure everything out. Just this simple truth. You are led. And being led means you are not alone at the front of the path. The night feels different when someone else watches over it. Let your hands rest loosely. Let your breathing slow naturally. There is nothing dramatic happening. Just quiet. Just safety. Just presence. If you feel sleep beginning to gently pull at you, that's okay. You do not need to stay alert to hear every word. These psalms are not tests. They are coverings. And coverings work even when you are not fully aware. In a moment, we will begin Psalm 23. As we do, imagine yourself walking slowly through that peaceful field. The grass is soft beneath your feet. The sky is deepening into evening. And the shepherd walks slightly ahead. Not far, not distant. Just close enough for you to follow without fear. You do not know everything about tomorrow. But you know who walks with you. You do not know every outcome. But you know you are guided. And that is enough for tonight. Now, let the words of Psalm 23 begin to wash over you. The Lord is my shepherd. Let that sentence settle gently. Not rushed. Not analyzed. Just received. The Lord is my shepherd. A shepherd is not distant. A shepherd walks close enough to notice when one sheep limps. Close enough to hear the smallest cry. Close enough to guide without shouting. To say, "The Lord is my shepherd," is to say, I am not alone in this field. I am not wandering without direction. I am not responsible for guarding myself through the night. A shepherd does not drive sheep from behind with fear. He leads them from the front. And tonight you are not being pushed. You are being led. I shall not want. That does not mean you will never desire anything. It means you are not lacking what you truly need in this moment. Anxiety whispers, you don't have enough. You aren't prepared. Something is missing. But the shepherd says, what you need for tonight you have. Right now you have breath. You have a place to rest your body. You have this moment. You are not deficient in what is necessary for this hour. He makes me lie down in green pastures. Notice that word makes. Sheep do not lie down easily. They lie down only when they feel safe. If they sense danger, they remain standing. Alert. Tense. To lie down is an act of trust. Sometimes God makes us lie down. Not by force, but by providing safety so real that rest becomes possible. Green pastures are not dry ground. They are provision. They are nourishment. They are softness under tired legs. Imagine yourself lowering into soft grass. The ground holds you. The sky above you stretches wide and calm. You do not need to stand guard. You are allowed to lie down. He leads me beside still waters. Not rushing rivers. Not violent waves. Still waters. Water that reflects the sky like glass. Water that does not overwhelm. Anxiety feels like turbulent water. Fast. Loud. Unpredictable. But the shepherd knows where stillness exists. He does not lead you into chaos. He leads you toward calm. Picture the surface of that water now. Smooth. Undisturbed. The sky mirrored perfectly. As your breathing slows, imagine your thoughts becoming like that surface. They may still be there, but they are no longer crashing. He restores my soul. Restoration is different from distraction. Distraction hides anxiety temporarily. Restoration heals it. Your soul can feel tired in ways your body cannot explain. You can sleep 8 hours and still feel exhausted inside. Because the soul needs something deeper than physical rest. It needs reassurance. It needs presence. It needs to know it is not navigating life alone. Restoration happens when fear loosens its grip. When striving softens. When control is released. Tonight, your soul is being restored. Not because every problem has vanished, but because your shepherd is near. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. A path implies direction. Even if you cannot see the full road ahead, you are not wandering aimlessly. Anxiety often comes from uncertainty. But uncertainty does not equal abandonment. There is a path. You may only see a few steps at a time. That is enough. Sheep do not see miles ahead. They follow step by step. And the shepherd knows the terrain. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Notice, walk through. Not stuck in. Not buried under. Through. Valleys are low places. Shadowed places. Places where light feels limited. You may be in a valley season right now. A season where clarity feels dim. Where outcomes feel unclear. Where fear feels close. But a shadow cannot hurt you. A shadow has no substance. It looks intimidating, but it has no weight. And the verse continues, I will fear no evil. Why? For you are with me. The absence of fear does not come from the absence of difficulty. It comes from the presence of God. If you were alone in the valley, fear would make sense. But you are not alone. The shepherd does not avoid valleys. He walks through them with you. He knows where the path rises again. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. The rod was protection. The staff was guidance. Protection and direction. Two things anxiety constantly questions. Am I safe? Am I going the right way? The rod answers safety. The staff answers direction. You are protected. You are guided. Even when you cannot see it. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. This is not a hurried meal. This is not panic eating. This is a table. Prepared. Intentional. Calm. Even in the presence of what threatens you. Anxiety feels like enemies sitting at your table. Fear. Doubt. What if scenarios. But the shepherd prepares a table anyway. Meaning peace can exist even when threats exist. You do not have to eliminate every problem to experience rest. You anoint my head with oil. Anointing was soothing. Healing. Refreshing. Imagine cool oil poured gently across a tired forehead. Relief spreading slowly. My cup overflows. Overflow is abundance. Not barely surviving. Not scraping by. Overflowing. Sometimes anxiety convinces you that you are one step from disaster. But the shepherd says there is more provision than you realize. More grace. More covering. More care. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Not occasionally. Not when you earn it. All the days. Even hard days. Even uncertain days. Even anxious nights. Goodness and mercy follow you. You are not being chased by disaster. You are being followed by mercy. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Dwell. Not visit briefly. Not rush in and out. Dwell. That word implies permanence. Security. Belonging. You are not spiritually homeless. You belong. Tonight, imagine that field again. The shepherd nearby. The still water reflecting stars. You lying down without tension in your muscles. The valley behind you. The table prepared. The cup full. Goodness and mercy quietly walking behind you like gentle companions. Let the words repeat softly in your mind. The Lord is my shepherd. I am not alone. I am not unprotected. I am not lost. Green pastures. Still waters. Restored soul. Even through valleys. Even in shadows. Even at night. You are guided. You are covered. You are held. Let your breathing deepen. Let your body sink a little heavier. You do not have to hold yourself together anymore tonight. The shepherd is holding you. Stay there. Stay in that pasture. Stay beside that water. There is no rush to move forward. There is no demand placed on you. Just quiet presence. Just steady protection. Just gentle restoration. And as the words fade into stillness, peace remains. Stay here for a moment. Don't move forward too quickly. Psalm 23 is not something to rush past. Let it settle. Imagine the field again. The grass still soft beneath you. The air cool but gentle. The shepherd nearby, not speaking loudly, just present. Your breathing is slower now. Your thoughts, a little quieter. Maybe not silent, but softer. There is something deeply healing about realizing you are not alone in your valley. Anxiety isolates. It convinces you that your struggle is unique, that no one understands the weight you carry. But Psalm 23 gently dissolves that lie. Valleys are part of the journey. Not signs of failure. Not proof that you did something wrong. Just terrain. And terrain changes. The shepherd never promised there would be no valleys. He promised his presence in them. That changes how the valley feels. If you were walking alone in darkness, every sound would feel threatening. Every shadow would look dangerous. But if someone trustworthy walked beside you, if someone strong and steady was within reach, the same valley would feel different. The darkness would lose its power. Right now, let your shoulders relax again. You are not being chased by tomorrow. You are not required to solve next week before sleeping tonight. You are allowed to be still. Psalm 23 gave you the image of a shepherd. Psalm 91 will give you the image of shelter. The shepherd leads you through open land. The shelter covers you in hidden places. Both are protection. Both are care. Before we move into Psalm 91, picture yourself leaving the open field and walking slowly toward a quiet refuge. Not a fortress of fear. Not walls built out of panic. But a refuge of peace. A high place. A safe place. There is something comforting about shelter at night. During the day, we like open spaces. But at night, we crave covering. We close doors. We draw curtains. We dim lights. Because darkness feels safer when we are sheltered. Psalm 91 speaks to that instinct. It does not deny that night exists. It speaks about protection in it. As you lie there now, imagine a gentle covering being placed over you. Not heavy. Not suffocating. Just protective. Like wings surrounding you. You don't have to understand how protection works. You just receive it. Anxiety tries to calculate every risk. It tries to anticipate every possible outcome. But shelter is not calculated. It is entered. You don't analyze a refuge. You step inside. Psalm 23 reminded you that you are guided. Psalm 91 will remind you that you are guarded. Guided in the field. Guarded in the night. Both matter. Both are true. Let your breathing deepen again. Slow inhale. Gentle exhale. If your mind drifts, that's okay. If you feel yourself growing heavier, that's okay too. Sleep is not weakness. It is trust. When you sleep, you are admitting that you are not the one holding the universe together. And that is a good thing. You were never meant to. Tonight you are not the protector. You are the protected. You are not the fortress. You are the one inside it. Psalm 91 begins with a powerful image. Dwelling. Not visiting occasionally. Not hiding temporarily. Dwelling. That means staying. Living. Remaining. Anxiety makes you feel exposed. Like danger could reach you at any moment. But this psalm speaks of covering so close that fear loses its grip. Stay soft. Stay slow. The shepherd has led you beside still waters. Now the Most High offers you shelter. You are transitioning from open pasture to hidden refuge. From guidance to covering. From walking through valleys to resting under wings. You are safe to move forward. You are safe to close your eyes. You are safe to let the words carry you further into peace. Now, let us enter Psalm 91. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Dwells. Not visits. Not rushes enduring emergencies only. Dwells. That word means to stay. To live inside. To remain. Imagine a shelter built high above the chaos of the world. Not fragile. Not temporary. Strong. Quiet. Secure. You are not standing outside of it tonight. You are inside. Anxiety makes you feel exposed. Like you are standing in an open field during a storm. But this psalm says you dwell in shelter. You are not uncovered. You are not unguarded. You are not alone in the open. You rest in the shadow of the Almighty. A shadow implies closeness. You cannot stand far away from something and remain in its shadow. You must be near. The shadow of the Almighty means you are close enough to be covered. Close enough to be protected. Close enough to be unseen by what tries to threaten you. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God in whom I trust. A refuge is a hiding place. A fortress is defense. Anxiety tries to become your fortress. It tells you that if you stay alert enough, think hard enough, predict well enough, you will be safe. But anxiety is not a strong wall. It is a fragile shield. God is not fragile. He is refuge. He is fortress. You are not the wall. You are the one protected behind it. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare. And from the deadly pestilence. A snare is hidden. Anxiety fears hidden traps. Unknown outcomes. Unseen threats. But the psalm says He saves from snares. Meaning even what you cannot see. He sees. Even what you cannot anticipate. He anticipates. You do not have to scan the horizon all night. You do not have to search every shadow. He sees beyond your vision. He covers what you cannot. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. This is not the image of a distant warrior. It is the image of closeness, tenderness. A mother bird spreads her wings not to imprison her young, but to shield them. Under wings there is warmth. There is heartbeat. There is safety from above. Imagine now being gently covered, not trapped, protected. The night does not feel as sharp when you are under covering. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. Faithfulness means consistency. God does not protect you one day and abandon you the next. He does not grow tired of guarding you. He does not forget. His faithfulness is steady, like stone walls that do not shift in the wind. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day. Notice that the psalm acknowledges night. It does not deny that darkness exists. It does not pretend fear is impossible. It says you will not fear it. The terror of night often feels exaggerated. Thoughts grow louder in darkness. What seemed manageable during daylight feels overwhelming at midnight. But terror is not truth. It is sensation. And sensation changes when shelter is real. You are not required to fight night alone. You are not required to conquer every fearful thought. Under his wings, fear loses its sharpness. Nor the arrow that flies by day. Day carries its own pressures, responsibilities, deadlines, conversations. But the same shelter that covers you at night covers you tomorrow. Protection is not limited by time, nor the pestilence that stalks in darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. There are things in life we cannot control. Illness, unexpected news, sudden change. Anxiety often fixates on what could go wrong. But this psalm reminds you that control is not your calling. Trust is. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. This is not denial of hardship. It is assurance of divine boundary. There are limits to what can reach you. There are boundaries around your life that you cannot see. Not everything that happens around you will happen to you. Not every fear will become reality. You are not as fragile as anxiety suggests. If you say, "The Lord is my refuge," and you make the Most High your dwelling. Again that word, dwelling. Not visiting occasionally. Not remembering him only in crisis. Dwelling. Staying. Remaining. Anxiety moves in and out rapidly. It shifts. It fluctuates. But dwelling is steady. It is choosing to remain inside truth even when feelings shift. No harm will overtake you. No disaster will come near your tent. Your tent represents your life. Your space. Your resting place. This does not mean difficulty never touches your world. It means nothing reaches you without passing through God's awareness first. Nothing surprises him. Nothing bypasses his sight. For he will command his angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. You are not guarded by chance. You are not protected by luck. There is intention around your life. There is instruction given on your behalf. Even when you sleep. Even when you are unaware. You are not unobserved. You are not forgotten in the dark. They will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. Even small stumbles matter. God does not only care about dramatic dangers. He cares about the small things that trip you. The quiet struggles. The internal battles no one else sees. If you stumble, you are lifted. If you weaken, you are steadied. You will tread on the lion and the cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. These are symbols of danger, threat, powerful forces. But notice the image, you walking over them. Not because you are strong alone, but because protection empowers you. Fear shrinks when covering is real. God speaks directly now. Because he loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. This is personal, not distant, not abstract. Rescue is intimate. Protection is deliberate. I will be with him in trouble. Not, I will remove all trouble instantly. But, I will be with him. Presence is greater than panic. I will deliver him and honor him. Deliverance does not always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like quiet peace in a difficult season. Sometimes it looks like strength you did not know you had. Long life will I satisfy him, and show him my salvation. Satisfaction. Not barely surviving. Not constant fear. Satisfaction. Now imagine yourself inside that shelter. Night outside, but calm inside. The wind may blow beyond the walls, but it does not reach you. The darkness may exist beyond the covering, but it does not consume you. Under wings there is warmth. Under wings there is heartbeat. Under wings there is peace. You are not exposed. You are not standing alone in a storm. You are sheltered. You are guarded. You are watched over. The shepherd who led you beside still waters is the same God who shelters you now. Guided in the field. Guarded in the night. Let the words repeat softly inside you. I dwell in shelter. I rest in shadow. I am covered by wings. I am guarded in all my ways. Terror does not own the night. Fear does not own your thoughts. Anxiety does not own your future. You are not defined by what could go wrong. You are defined by who covers you. Stay there. Stay inside the refuge. Let your breathing slow even further. Let your body grow heavier. You do not need to check the locks of tomorrow. You do not need to patrol your future. You are under command. Under care. Under covering. The Most High is not fragile. His shelter does not collapse. His wings do not weaken. His faithfulness does not flicker. Even now, as your eyelids grow heavy, you are guarded. Even now, as your thoughts soften, you are protected. Even now, as sleep begins to approach, you are safe. The shepherd has led you. The shelter has covered you. Now you simply rest. There is nothing new to learn. Nothing to figure out. Nothing to prepare. Just rest. Feel the weight of your body against the surface beneath you. Notice how it holds you without effort. You are not holding yourself up. You are being held. In the same way, you are not holding your life together alone. You are being held. Let that thought replace the anxious ones. You are being held. If any lingering fear tries to whisper, answer it gently. I am being held. If tomorrow tries to interrupt this moment, answer softly. Tomorrow is not here yet. I am being held. Let your breathing become slower than before. Inhale, slow and easy. Exhale, long and soft. There is no rush now. The night is quiet. Your shepherd is near. Your refuge surrounds you. You do not need to keep watch. You do not need to defend yourself from imagined outcomes. You do not need to replay conversations. You do not need to predict the future. The one who sees tomorrow is already there. And he is already here. Your mind may try one last time to solve something. Let it drift. You do not need to solve anything tonight. Imagine yourself once more in that peaceful field. But now it is later. The sky is darker. Stars are visible. The air is cool and calm. You are lying in soft grass. You can feel the earth beneath you, steady, unmoving. Nearby, you sense the shepherd's presence. You do not even need to see him clearly. You just know he is there. And knowing is enough. Your breathing matches the rhythm of the night. Slow. Gentle. Unforced. In the distance, still water reflects starlight. No waves. No ripples. Only quiet reflection. Your thoughts begin to feel like that water. Still. Soft. Settled. You are not exposed. You are not wandering. You are not forgotten. You are guided. You are guarded. You are loved. Let your muscles soften further. Your forehead smooth. Your jaw relaxed. Your hands loose. Your legs heavy. Your body knows how to sleep. You do not have to force it. Sleep is not something you achieve. It is something you allow. And you are allowed. If a thought arises, imagine placing it gently into the shepherd's hands. Not analyzing it. Not arguing with it. Just handing it over. You were never meant to carry every outcome. You were never meant to anticipate every possibility. You were never meant to protect yourself from every unknown. That is too heavy. And you are not designed for that burden. The shepherd carries weight better than you do. The shelter stands stronger than you ever could. You are free to rest. Let the words repeat softly in your mind. I am safe. I am covered. I am not alone. Again. I am safe. I am covered. I am not alone. The terror of night has no authority here. Fear has no permission under these wings. Anxiety cannot break through this shelter. You are inside. Protected. Held. Your breathing grows slower. Your body grows warmer. Your thoughts grow farther apart. Even if you cannot feel dramatic peace, even if it feels subtle, it is there. Peace is not always loud. Sometimes it is quiet and steady, like a heartbeat you barely notice, until you become still enough to hear it. God's presence is like that. Not always dramatic, but constant, faithful, near. You are not behind in life. You are not failing because you feel anxious sometimes. You are human, and you are deeply loved in your humanity. There is no disappointment in the shepherd's eyes. There is no frustration in the shelter's covering. Only care. Only steadiness. Only protection. Your eyelids grow heavier. Your breathing grows deeper. The field grows quieter. The night sky stretches above you. Stars steady and unmoving. The shepherd keeps watch so you don't have to. The angels guard so you can sleep. The Most High shelters so you can rest. You are not the guardian of your own life tonight. You are the one being guarded. Let yourself drift. Let your thoughts slow to a gentle rhythm. No rushing. No urgency. No pressure. Just rest. If sleep comes quickly now, let it. If it comes slowly, that is okay too. There is no performance here. Only presence. Only covering. Only care. You are safe in this moment. Safe in this breath. Safe in this night. The shepherd remains. The shelter remains. The peace remains. Even as you drift further. Even as awareness fades. Even as dreams begin. You are held. You are covered. You are not alone. Rest now. Sleep gently. And let peace carry you the rest of the way.